let me start by explaining what is storm surge.
Okay.
So we all know that winds damage buildings, and regardless of where the hurricane hits you, you have wind damage. So let me explain a little bit about storm surge. So the hurricane moves and the wind is going like this in
Okay,
an anti-clockwise direction.
Right.
So it's coming towards you, all right? So it's going in this direction towards you,
Okay.
all right? So imagine when the wind is going like this, it's pushing the water onto you because you are the shoreline, you are the coastline. So it pushes
And you are the
onto
water.
you. And yes, so it's rotating like this. But if this part of the hurricane hits you, the wind is like this, so it's pushing the water away from the coastline, so it doesn't cause a surge. So I'm explaining this to make the point that the worst possible storm happened to Black River. Crane Road is all beach. So if you know Black River, there's Crane Road. That is all sand. So all the sand was brought up and covered. It covers that main road. High Street, which is the road that goes from the town of Black River up to the hospital, that was significantly impacted. There is now a section of it that is completely eaten out, is completely taken out. And of course, the Black River Hospital, such a critical facility that is unfortunately on the coastline, and that, of course, was damaged. It is fairly high. It's about 4 or 5 meters above sea level. But still, because the storm surge was so much because of how the hurricane approached Black River, it took out a fair bit of it, and it caused a lot of damage to the hospital. Questions that we have to ask ourselves going forward. One, of course, is should such a critical facility
like a hospital
be located
so close to the
shoreline.
To the shoreline.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do we do about that? Do we invest in just making a coastal protection, or do we look critically at, say, moving parts of the hospital away from the coastline to create a bit of a buffer zone? High Street, which runs up along the shoreline, do we move that road back? Should we have such a critical road so close to the shoreline? Then we have the buildings. So there are buildings that are right along the coastline, and they have been there. They are old buildings. And so they were there long before planning regulations. What do we do about those buildings in looking back at, in now moving forward? Do we allow them to be built back? Do we build a coastal protection? What do we do? So we'll have some critical planning decisions to make.